has economic prosperity eluded us? Are we jinxed or are we doomed? Is it leadership? And when I say collective leadership, of collective followership. So what did we do right? We restructured our debt and reduced our external debt to almost zero. Good. We obtained sovereign ratings. Great. We built our external reserves up to $60 billion. Fantastic. We opened up our markets. Fantastic. Significantly adjusted our currency in 2008. That was considered to be really interesting. Intervened in our banking system to confront the crisis of liquidity, confidence, and governance. We cleaned up our capital market regulators, got rid of all bad practices. The new management in the Stock Exchange and Security and Exchange Commission invested in infrastructure, IT, created investor-friendly policies. We announced market making, forward markets, and so on, OTC, everything. Introduced an elaborate and defined contribution pension scheme. National savings as a percentage of GDP shot up to over 25%. Funds under management at approximately 6 trillion naira. So why, after all of this, are we facing a recession? Why, after all of this, are we having a situation where the minimum wage is $56 per head? Why? What did we do wrong? So the market responded, but only marginally. Nigerian share of foreign direct investment is 0.35% of global share. This is population. We have 3% of global population and produce 0.5% of global output, 0.25% of global output. We have 33% of sub-Saharan African GDP and 75% of West African GDP. Yet, we can't find petrol, kerosene, power, can hardly light a candle. Gross capital formation, the catalyst for inclusive economic growth, remains abysmally low. And national savings, which is the impetus of investment, is stranded. That is, we have 6 trillion naira stranded, and people investing in government bonds and to finance consumption and debt service rather than development. So international portfolio funds targeted equities, but mainly fixed income securities. They came in like barbarians at the gate, they call them. If you read, yields were high and relative to inflation encouraged carry trade on an overvalued currency. In spite of the rhetoric and cheap talk, the Nigerian economy did not materially benefit from the policy prescriptions and the showmanship of the Nigerian leadership. So, why is there a mismatch between expectations and reality? Why is this gap of economic policy and outcome? Why is the economy still stuck in suboptimal path of economic performance? Why? Are capital markets and liberal policies not supposed to be an economic silver bullet? So where did we get it wrong? One thing is lacking: investor confidence. And Victor said it quite right. Investor confidence is a domestic commodity. International investors will go where domestic investors. The rule of the thumb for me, if I go into a Chinese restaurant and I don't see Chinese people eating there, I don't go. Because they can cook Chinese food at home. So if they go out to go and eat Chinese food, it must mean that that restaurant is good. I will not invest in a country where the domestic and indigenous people do not invest. So, what has eluded this country is investor confidence. Investors listen to the words, they respond to the signals, physical, body, voice language, positive signaling, and rational expectations. Policies are no silver bullets. Policy management is more important than announcement of policies. Again, consistency, credibility, and clarity. Your reputation is as good as a checking account. Every day you take out of it, the balance reduces. So when you say something in the morning and announce it and then do something diametrically opposite in the evening, there it goes. So like Farid Zakaria says, for African countries, and in particular Nigeria, rule of the thumb, 3 things they must do. They must stop doing stupid things. 2, they must start doing smart things. And 3, they must start doing modern things. So every day I take the newspaper, I take the headlines, and I have 3 columns: stupid, smart, modern. And I tick. Is this a stupid thing? If I look at the list, out of 12 headlines, I see 10 are stupid, 1 is smart, and 1 is modern. That day I say, okay, this country has made a move in that wrong direction. So that's where we are. And that is why we're having this conversation today. We've paid lip service, long in rhetoric. We've had conferences and debates. We've had documents. People have put their heads together. But the definition of insanity is if you continue doing the same thing and getting the same results. That is insanity. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to provoke thought, and I said I'll be brief, I'll be frank, and I'll return to my seat. Thank you.
Very firm, very frank, and very short. I'm sure you enjoyed that. Let's give him a round of applause, please. He spoke on the Nigerian capital market becoming Africa's most modern, efficient, and internationally competitive by 2025. He said, we have to stop being stupid. We have to do the right thing. We can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. Ladies and gentlemen, we move further now to our second paper, and is on critical issues in making the capital market master plan a reality, an external perspective. And talking to us, ladies and gentlemen, is somebody who comes highly recommended by the Legal 500 UK 2014 for his DCM expertise, and is listed by the Chambers UK 2015 as a notable debt capital practitioner. He has substantial international experience and has many emerging markets. He also specializes in Islamic finance. Principally, he advises insurers and underwriters on offering a wide range of debt and equity linked securities. Ladies and gentlemen, partner at Herbert Smith Freehills UK, Mr. Andrew Roberts.
Thank you very much for that introduction. And distinguished guests, it's a delight to be here. I'm here to speak at this Stakeholders Forum at the invitation of the House of Assembly. I'm here representing, in part, Roll UK. Roll UK is a DFID-funded organization which promotes the rule of law, and they work in a number of jurisdictions around the world. I think now they're currently working in something like 27 jurisdictions. So I'm wearing a Roll UK hat, and I'm also here in my personal perspective. As mentioned, I've been working in developing economies for many, many years. Really on the transactional side, not on the litigation, on the legislative side at all. I've been doing transactions in Europe, Americas, Middle East, Asia, and now increasingly in Africa. I'm currently the global head of debt capital markets at Herbert Smith Freehills. Now, The other connection, the other reason I'm here is that I and actually Elizabeth participated in a